Hello everyone, today I'm going to be going over Triforcing. This is a bit of a tutorial. A lot of new players and old players alike don't understand Triforcing. Sometimes they don't want to understand it because it looks complicated. That's sure how I felt when I first got into the game. But trust me, it's only as complicated as you want it to be. Don't be afraid of how complex some things work, how some things look. It's very basic, and I'm going to teach you that today. If you don't know the damage system, this is how it works. One cube has 6 faces. Each of those faces can connect to another block. Now, prisms work a little bit differently. We take those 6 same blocks, I don't know why I deleted them, take those 6 same blocks as it was connected to the cube. Not all of the blocks on all of the faces are connected. Only 4 are connected, 2 do not have a connection. They cannot connect directly to that prism on these specific faces. However, they can connect otherwise through other faces and other blocks. Now, let's go over, sorry, I just had some rice and my throat's a bit thick. Spaced armor is a little bit different from Triforced because it uses a plate of armor in between you and the opponent. This allows damage to go around instead of directly towards the pilot seat. We can pretty much have the same simulation with the prisms. Using the prisms, how do we do that? Right now they are not connected. If anything damages these, it's going to have to go around because these are not directly connected to these cubes up here. It's going to have to take the long route. This forces the damage to go around instead of inwards. Pardon me for my lackluster use of grammar. That's not actually how the damage system works. This is how the damage system works before I actually was talking about how the cubes connect. Okay, so take this windshield block. This is where the damage starts, the SMG plasma rail. If that hits this block, it's going to destroy it no matter what. No block can withstand the force of any same tier weapon. Now, all of the damage will not be absorbed by this single cube, so any remaining damage will transfer throughout any block that is connected to that block, until all of the damage is absorbed or the pilot seat is disconnected, which you then die. Alright, here's an exercise for you. You want to protect the turrets, the gun, the plasma, the rail, the radar. How do you do so effectively, since blocks basically disintegrate when they are touched by anything that deals damage, except nano, cough cough. That's a bit of a problem. You want to create a shell, something completely around that distributes damage completely away from what you want to protect. So I made a simple, very simple shell right here. This is the basics of Triforcing. You just take a prism, face it away from what you do not want to be destroyed. Then the damage is routed somewhere else as long as there is a connection point. Right now it's super simple. You can do this with anything you don't want to be destroyed. It's not too effective, but it's a lot more effective than just having a cube. Let's get it a little deeper. So what I can do here, delete these cubes. Now it's not connected to the radar at all. Any damage, say a rail or a plasma, cannot directly go to the radar. It cannot destroy it. But how does it connect? Well, it's going to be connected. Usually this is the base of the bot, you know. You don't want to have a tower that completely stands up that can be identified and hit. You want to keep all of this under your bot. Now, how does the radar connect to the bot? Well, if you flip over, and this is this is exposed. You don't want this to be connected like that. You want it to be safe. So take that away. Replace this with the cube. Radar is protected. Actually, I made a simple mistake. Do that. Radar is protected. Not entirely. The reason why I put this block back here is because usually, say this is a turret again. Grab something. This turret is facing forwards. You are facing forwards. This is the bot facing forwards. You're likely not going to get hit right here. So it's a pretty good spot to place that. I'm going to place this prism upside down, up and out. Yeah, that doesn't sound cheesy at all, up and out. Up and out so that it's not connected to the turret or the turret connection point over here. So it's connected to something else entirely. Still one problem. The shell is still connected to the turret connection point. We should fix that by putting a few prisms right here. It's no longer connected. You can attach it any way you want and not like that. Upside down, right side up, whatever you want. It's as long as you get the desired effect. It's your bot. Maybe you want it to look good. It's your bot. But there you go. That's how a little bit of deep thought when it comes to Triforcing. Oh my god, it's so complicated! No, it's not. It's only as complicated as you want it to be. Remember, you make the bot. So let's get into some simple Triforcing. Pew, 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 splash, splash, buy, splash, pew, pew, fill, gun, magic. Are you confused? To be honest, you probably should be. That was kinda quick, but let me slow it down and show you what I did. I made the core, which I showed you pretty specifically block by block how to do. It's a very simple core to make. It's pretty effective actually. I added wheels and a skirt. I did this, and then I added prisms to the bottom facing out and up. Then I replaced the cubes with prisms. Then I added prisms to the side going out and up right here. To take this back down to tier 6, I've basically done this. It's basically the same bot, just different armor and a few extra utilities, such as the radar jammer, radar, other things. So this is 3 simple parts to this bot. The first is the core, which is in the middle, very protected. The second is the skirt, the spaced armor and Triforce, which is surrounding the rest of the bot, surrounding the wheels, keeping this whole thing protected. That is a pretty effective and very simple, very effective. It's super simple actually. I just showed you how to do it. And the last but not least, the improvised turret bases. Why do I say improvised? Because you can't do them exactly like I showed you. Mostly because this bot does not allow it. There's not enough room, or it conflicts with other parts of the bot. You'll have to improvise, and that's the whole thing about Triforcing. You're making your bot how you want to, and every bot turns out different. Triforcing on the inside is a little bit different every single time. It's just really fun to make bots. So I think I'll show a little bit of footage at the end to show how durable this bot is. Despite its low CPU usage, it's still very tanky. As you can see, this bot is very tanky despite its low CPU because of the Triforcing. Hopefully you've learned something today, and if you have, or if you like the video, leave a like, maybe leave a comment, and have a fantastic day.